Part of this is that I am not part of the political club.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo held a press conference today defending himself against calls to resign. And he made some really ridiculous comments. So I'm going to share a couple of clips from that press conference. Already there is over 55 members of the New York State Legislature that have called for him to resign. On top of that, today, update on that, 8 Democratic representatives now from New York just called on Cuomo to resign in a statement issued within minutes. Jerry Nadler, Jamaal Bowman, Mondaire Jones, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Carolyn Maloney, Yvette Clarke, Nydia Velazquez, and Grace Meng. So you have here, in addition to state lawmakers, also people in Congress, members of Congress, calling for him to resign. Now, this is when, before I get to the video, in terms of the resignations, it's not just about the harassment allegations, because the media has been very focused on that for, good reason. Of course, you got to focus on that. But it's also about what he did with nursing homes, which I'll get to more details of in a second. But in terms of Jamaal Bowman and AOC, in their statement, they discussed the harassment and the nursing home scandal as well, which I think is a major piece of this that, again, is largely being ignored. But let me show you part of what Andrew Cuomo said in a press conference shortly after he was called to resign.
Politicians who don't know a single fact, but yet form a conclusion and an opinion, are, in my opinion, reckless and dangerous. The people of New York should not have confidence in a politician who takes a position without knowing any facts or substance. That, my friends, is politics at its worst. Politicians take positions for all sorts of reasons, including political expediency and bowing to pressure. But people know the difference between playing politics, bowing to cancel culture, and the truth. People know the difference between playing politics, bowing to cancel culture, and the truth. Let the review proceed. I'm not going to resign. I was not elected by the politicians. I was elected by the people. Part of this is that I am not part of the political club. And you know what? I'm proud of it.
All right. Before I go on here to some more comments, not part of the political club. I'll get to that in just a minute, as Cuomo himself discusses how, just a minute later in this same press conference, discusses how, in fact, he is part of a political club. But before I get to that clip, just a completely insane comment. He says here, quote, politicians who don't know a single fact, bowing to cancel culture and the truth. Now, this is very, very misleading, because in terms of the harassment allegations, nobody except for Cuomo and the accusers know for a fact what happened. But in a situation like this, you have to take all the evidence, what's coming up, what people are saying, and weigh that against Cuomo and his history, how he's treated people. So lawmakers in the state and in Congress have taken the educated position here that looking at all of these allegations, including the 6 women that have come out with their allegations, and of course, the nursing home, what he did with nursing homes, which, by the way, I'll show you right now, because this is a major piece of it that, again, he went to largely ignore in his press conference. But in February, Cuomo admitted to withholding nursing home deaths. And it's not just about withholding the deaths. It's also about the fact that he gave them corporate immunity that is likely linked to a $1.5 million political contribution. So this is a major piece of this. This is a fact that everybody knows about. Yes, the harassment allegations are still being investigated, but this is a fact everyone knows about. And this alone is enough for him to resign. So to treat this like people don't know the facts, it's all about cancel culture, Cancel culture after looking at what he did in the state, protecting nursing homes while hiding deaths in nursing homes, after getting a massive political donation. Give me a break. So, not about cancel culture. Now, on the issue of his political, not part of a political club, here is what Andrew Cuomo said himself, literally just a minute later in this press conference.
For the people of the state, look, they have known me for 40 years. They elected me Attorney General. They elected me governor 3 times. I have been in the public eye my entire life. My entire life, I have been under public scrutiny since I was 23 years old and ran my father's campaign.
So, how can Cuomo possibly present himself as a political outsider, not part of the political club, when he ran his father's campaign for governor? His father, Mario Cuomo, was governor of New York. How? Of course you're part of a political club if you've been, by your own words, under scrutiny from the public since you were 23 years old. Your father, a former governor. You now a governor for a long time. How are you not part of the political club? You are the epitome of the political club in New York. Absolutely insane comments here from Andrew Cuomo. And really it shows you, after hearing something like that, why people don't believe him. The guy lies with impunity. And the way he treats people is not just about the harassment allegations. It's also about, generally, lawmakers in the state, how they discuss being treated by Andrew Cuomo in terms of him yelling at them, bombarding them. The way he treats lawmakers in the state is the way a mafia boss treats their people. So this is the idea that anybody here right now should have any reason to believe Cuomo over anybody else is just insane. And even if you want to, let's say all those allegations are completely false, the 6 allegations completely false. How about the nursing home deaths? How about the fact that he took that donation? How about the fact that he gave them corporate immunity? That alone is worth his resignation.